We are live at 10 a.m. Eastern on Fridays. By now, you should know this time. Hi, everybody. Hello, Instagram. Hello, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook. Facebook, and Facebook. I think we're broadcasting into a few groups. Hey, everybody. Waiting for you to gather here on a beautiful fall like Friday in New Jersey. I want to make you aware that it is Epilepsy Awareness Month. I wear purple for my son. So, if you're a new follower to me, you may not know that my 20-year-old son has been dealing with epilepsy for 16 years of his life, which means it has affected our family for 16 years of our life. It's huge. And I'm happy to say he's in pretty good shape right now. But it is Epilepsy Awareness Month, and I want people to know that epilepsy affects 26 million people in the United States. And as much as there is to know about it is as little as people know about it. Hi, Christine. Thanks for weighing in from Boston. I went to school in Boston. I went to Boston University. So thanks for a little attention on epilepsy today. And if you ever see somebody suddenly pass out or hit the floor hard, don't assume they're drunk or on drugs. They could be having a seizure. And do not put anything in their mouth. How's your man? Just stay with them. Call for help. All right. That's my epilepsy awareness message. And I might have a few more this month. All right. Before we get started, you may be seeing scrolling across the screen here or on Instagram, link in my bio, that I'm doing a free training on November 11th, next Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. It's 5 ways to raise your revenues to bring in more money in 1 week. Sound appealing? No pitch, nothing that I'm trying to sell you. I'm just feel like doing this. So I'm doing it next Thursday. Sign up there and you can get tape if that's not a good time for you. Yes, it's not early today. It is that you in Europe have changed your clocks and we catch up this weekend. So don't forget to move your clocks back, those of you in the US. Okay, so let's get started. So today I am talking about blowing your own mind by giving up. But well, then join Jerron by giving up linear goals. What do I mean by that? Okay, so when we set a goal or there's something we want or we have a desire, we go, okay, first I have to do this and then I have to do that. And it can't happen because that thing has to come before that other thing. Aha. Now, sometimes that's the way it goes. But more and more and over the years, I play with people to become more non-linear in how they create in their life. So by creating their life, I'm saying, yes, there's goals. Yes, there's effort. Yes, there's action taken. But there is a way to sort of get the linear piece of what has to happen first out of the way. So let me explain. Let me back up a little bit. Many, many years ago, when Thomas Leonard founded Coach University and I was a student of his, he used to say, go goalless, like don't have any goals. And that was just so opposite to any popular opinion about how you get what you want. And what he meant by that was start responding to what's showing up in your life, like what challenges you have, what opportunities you have, and be more aware of your desires in the moment rather than setting this goal and regimented and you have to get towards it. Now, I think there's a balance between these two things, and that's what I want to talk to you about today. The work of a man named Kian Gohar, that is an Israeli name, Kian, K-I-A-N, Gohar, G-O-H-A-R, has come to my attention. He has something called moonshot goals. You may have heard the word moonshot goal before, but he has this particular process to do it. And I work on this with my clients, but today I'll give you the prompting question, right? So the prompting question of a moonshot goal by Kian Gohar is, what seems impossible today that if it changed tomorrow, it would mean everything to you? What is something that seems impossible today that if it changed tomorrow would mean the world to you? I have to tell you that question, that prompt changed my life during the pandemic. And I'm seeing it change my client's life. And what it does is it causes you to think completely outside of the box on how you can accomplish something. So I'm going to give you a very personal example. I talked about my son having epilepsy at the top of this video because it has affected our life for 16 years, not only his health, his well-being, his development, but financially. Health insurance in the United States is extremely expensive and also doesn't cover things like my son's $1,000 a month drugs. And I mean, the story goes on as to the tens of thousands of dollars that my husband and I have had to support our own healthcare with. And that started a tremendous amount of medical debt. So where we're two very well-earning people, the amount of medical debt made it very hard to stay on top of the debt, stay on top of, saving for other things in our life, like other kids' education, et cetera. Very, first world white people problems to have. I know. Don't no one call me out. I get it. But at the same time, we had such an amount of debt that mathematically there was no way for us to see the end of it unless, there was some huge break in the sky, right? And millions of dollars came through. So let me tell you what happened. I did this moonshot goal. What seems impossible today, getting out of debt, that if it changed tomorrow, completely debt free, would completely change your life? Well, I just told you what that was. And I put this to work. And let me tell you, in 1 year, less than a year, we have eliminated 2/3 of this. 2/3. Linearly, it wasn't possible. Mathematically, it wasn't possible. But I made the decision based on that prompt that this is what's going to happen. Behaved accordingly. Money fell out of the sky to invest in my business to be able to grow to the next level. And if you've been watching me this last year, you see all the things that I've been doing. And that was just all out of making this decision. And I know that we will finish paying that off next year and make our recovery happen, right? So even people who are doing really well, I want you to know, can have, huge setbacks, like 16 years of medical debt. All right. We are almost done. But I wanted to put this out, my very personal example. I feel a little vulnerability hangover a la Brené Brown. But I wanted to put it out that when we think too linearly, we are boxed in. And when you can completely blow your own mind and say, I'm going to do this impossible thing, I'm going to behave like this impossible thing can happen. And you can't really think it's impossible anymore. You have to go, okay, this is what I'm doing. I am doing this. You'd be amazed at what you can create. So, okay, Cassie, what seems impossible today that if it changed tomorrow would mean the world to you? What seems impossible today that if it changed tomorrow would mean the world to you? And like I said, there is a whole process to go through with this. There's other add-ons that I do with my clients, but this is the prompt. You can do it. So take that away as an example today. Hi, Lamouse. I'm saying hi to everybody. I'm also can't see off the top of my glasses, the middle of my glasses. Any questions about this while I have you and I can see your comments? Well, I'm inviting you today to blow your own mind. Use this prompt. Think about it over the weekend and see what you could create with the rest of this 2021 that we have left. Something perhaps that you did not think possible. And let me tell you, I'm a New Yorker. I'm a black and white thinker. I'm someone who's suffered from depression and everything else. I'm not just this airy fairy unicorn. And I think that's important for me to tell you because I know there's people who go, yeah, but that's easy for you and it's not for me. And I'm telling you, try it. All right, Cassie, you are welcome. And I wish you all a happy, happy Friday. I'll be back here next week, 10 a.m. Eastern Friday. Will I? Yes, I will. And don't forget to join me for that free training that is in the link in the bio, Instagram, but across the bottom of the screen, everybody else. Next Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, absolutely free, no pitch, no nothing I'm trying to sell you afterwards. 5 ways to increase your income in that week, in 1 week. So from the Thursday to the Thursday. I'm saying goodbye now. And I hope you have a fabulous day.